addicted to success.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 122.
Yeah.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the pod gods, and with me, I have the best man in all the podcast land, my right-hand man, Mr. B. Hill.
Yeah. Fuck is up. Fuck is good. Hope you all right. And, yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Happy Wing Day.
It's what day?
I said Happy Wing Day.
It's wing. Oh, it is wing. I was
Happy
like,
National
because I'm thinking
Wing
it was
Day.
incorporated with Wednesday. I was like, what is that? Yeah, happy Wing Day to you.
Hey, that's a good marketing plan right there. Like Taco Tuesday, Wings Day. Like, yeah. Wednesday be the official day of wings, man.
That's actually very smart.
That is very smart. Don't try to steal that from us.
You say how shit just magically appears. Like, that's just how ideas come, just in conversation. And yeah, why nobody ever thought about that?
Right.
It's Wings Day.
Wings
like
Day.
Everybody loves wings. Just like everybody loves tacos.
Huh. Facts. I saw a thing the other day that said, anybody 25 and older, have you ever heard your grandma have you ever seen your grandma make a taco? I've never seen a grandma make a taco or even mention a taco.
Yeah, for sure. And American tacos are better than fucking like Mexican tacos. Like, cause
we're like American trash.
You say what?
I say, yeah, cause we're American trash. We will bastardize somebody else's food and like
that shit is really good though. Ours are way better. Like, I remember when I first got a Mexican taco after all the years of eating like nigga tacos, and I was very disappointed. I'm like, oh, we got like fucking the bullshit lettuce and the fresh cut onions. I don't none of that shit. That shit is nasty. Like, fuck, who did this?
Like the street tacos too. Like
street tacos are better. I don't mind those as much, but like, I don't know, like them little shits with the like cilantro and like the onions. I don't like raw onions, so that shit is a no. I need tomatoes and lettuce and cheese on my shit.
Yeah. We need the bastardized tacos. They always
at least 2 out of 3. Like, I can't have the rest of that shit. Like, y'all be having the weirdo lettuce and then like the onions and shit. That's not like if y'all in America, y'all need to make America.
If you're gonna be in this country, you need to speak the language.
Speak English and fucking make the tacos. Fuck out of here.
How a quick intro about food turn all the way racist. That's funny as hell. I feel you on that. I feel you on that about like tacos and
I need like shredded mozzarella. Not mozzarella. Well, yeah. Nah, what's the Mexican cheese though?
It's
like keeping it in the band.
Cheese, that white
the
cheese.
queso is they should put that on tacos. Like that cheese should go. Well, some places do actually.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And when I go places, I buy it.
Yeah, that shit's some good shit, man. That shit is the best cheese in the world. Like, I'm keeping it band.
I can't never make it at home like that.
Yeah, nah, cause you ain't got the shit. You ain't got the hot plate. You ain't got the Mexican shit.
I ain't got the taco. Man, listen. I think my favorite foods outside of like American food and fucking Southern food, of course, is Italian, then Mexican.
I'm gonna put Mexican before Italian, and then I'm gonna put like hibachi, like Japanese.
Okay.
Right, very close second to. Like, if I could afford to eat Japanese every day, I definitely like that. I don't want like the little side shit. I want like the shit, like the hibachi. You know, like the niggas make that shit in front of you. If I could eat that shit like every day, I'd be fine.
And you and Matilda, our homegirl, we talk about on the show all the time. She's been on the show. That nigga will hibachi you to death.
Hibachi that shit, man.
It's the same shit over and over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I like good hibachi.
Fresh. I like all the shit that they use though. Like the zucchini, I love zucchini. I don't like mushrooms, that's the only thing. But I love rice. I love fucking chicken. I love shrimp. I love zucchini. I love all that shit.
So, outside of the zucchini, okay, so basically, if we think about it, like Italian, no. I feel like Italian and Mexican is just a sauce difference away from each other. And then Mexican.
Well, Spain. Italian, Italy and Spain, it's connected, right?
Are they?
Yeah.
Don't give me the line about geography right now, but I believe you if you say so.
I think they are. Like, cause they're like, I think Italians ain't shit but Spaniards. Or vice versa. Nah, that's what they, like, that's the derivative of.
I can't even debate you. I don't even know
not even being on no racist shit. That's like, they come from, like, that's how, like, Portuguese and shit. Like, that shit is very similar. It's like a combination of Italian and Spanish. Sense. Right? So.
I'm rocking.
In Portugal and all that shit in Spain, like Spanish originally was Portuguese.
Yep.
I think.
All that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe not exact, but it all seems like you're in the
it's
right
80%
ballpark.
right. It's 80% right in. Tell me what I missed.
Yeah, tell us what we missed. So then you take like I think about the only difference between like hibachi and a Chick-fil-A bowl is corn salsa and cilantro.
Nah, man, you get the flame grill, like you get the grill taste and shit, like it's charred.
Hey, Chipotle cook they meat really, really well.
I like Chipotle, I do, but I would definitely take hibachi over Chipotle. Like if I would take Conky or whatever the fucking shit down in Benihana, I would take that over fucking what's the name any day. That's just me personally though.
I mean,
I do like
Italian food. You got a choice
though.
between like a restaurant, a sit down restaurant, and fast food. For me, yeah, I would probably pick that. But hibachi for me is not something I can eat on a daily basis.
I like Chinese food. You like Chinese food?
Some.
See, I could fuck Chinese food up every day type shit. Not every day, but I love Chinese food. So all that shit, I guess all the spices and the seasonings and blends and all that shit, I guess I cater to that, or I don't know.
Yeah, I like some Chinese food. You know what I can't get with? Let me tell you a quick story. I was helping my grandma one day. I might have told this story on this show, but y'all about to hear it again. I was younger. I was helping my grandmother in DC, but my grandmother is from the country. She is from Mississippi. So her and my granddad used to go out in Maryland somewhere and pick fresh vegetables and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you go out there, you get a fucking basket, you pay for the basket, and whatever you fit in that basket is, you know what I mean? That's how much you get. So they used to come home with like these fresh, like, peas and butter beans and corn, you know, all that shit. You know that shit. You're a gardener. So they come home with all that shit and they requiring us, the children, to help. And, after we finish all that, my grandma like, I'm gonna buy y'all some carry out, blah, 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 right? So we get this food, like my mom or somebody come in with the carry out. We not completely finished, but they gonna let us eat our food, right? And I look down on my chest and I see what I think is a bean sprout.
Oh shit.
From my rice. And I'll be damned, it was a fucking worm from them fresh vegetables.
Yeah, for sure.
And I went the fuck off. And ever since then, like, I really don't fuck with bean sprouts like that. Like, in Chinese food, we having bean sprouts in it.
I love bean sprouts.
I do not fuck with bean sprouts. I still have PTSD from bean sprouts because I really thought it was a bean sprout and that bitch got the moving and wiggling. And I was hurt. Oh. Yeah,
man. That shit, yeah. I know all about shit like that. All that shit. Shit dope, though. I love it. Fresh food. Bounties.
Yeah. It do taste better, though, if you're willing to go out there and get it. That's why I like going to the farmer's market and stuff, like, when I can. Since it's wing day, I need to know, are you a flat person or a drum person?
I'm a wing person.
You don't give a fuck.
Hell no.
You equal opportunity wing person.
Yeah, them shit the same chicken.
I'm a flat person.
Nah, I'm a wing person. Give me the whole, I eat the root and the when I get a whole wing, I eat the damn little arm shit. As long as it's crispy and shit.
You eat the baby arm? And the wing and shit. Do you have a preference when it comes to like the whole chicken? Like a certain part?
Oh, I'm a white meat guy. I don't do dark meat. That's for slaves. That's for you fielders.
Oh shit. Oh, dark.
Like leg quarters and shit. That's disgusting.
Well, you do legs though?
That's what they used to feed the 3/5 of a person.
Oh my god,
that's fucked up.
That is super, but it's true.
It was funny.
No, I don't even think we got that. We got like the gizzard or some shit.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Yeah.
We definitely got like gizzard. That's why we eat. I like gizzards though. I used to eat. I don't eat the shit now, but when I was like I used to like. I'm from Mini City, so they had barbecue lodge and shit, and then I obviously from my family's from Wilson, so like that's fucking barbecue and fucking country shit capital. And so my granddaddy used to get bags of gizzards and livers and shit. I hate livers because it tastes like blood, but gizzards and shit, I fucked them bitches up. And then me and my homeboys, we used to walk when I had like $2, you can get a bag of gizzards for $1 and like some fries for another $1. So you can go to barbecue lodge and get a bag of gizzards and fries for $2.
Bruh, you know people don't eat that because it's only one gizzard in a chicken, right?
Yeah.
What exactly is the gizzard?
I think it's like the gallbladder, ain't it?
Oh my god, that sounds disgusting.
I don't know. That really is bad.
I thought it was it's the shit like when you clean a chicken, it looked like a dick.
I'm about to say, what is a gizzard? I'm gonna ask Siri if hey Siri, what is a gizzard? The gizzard, also referred to as a gastric meal, gyranium, is the organ found in the digestive tract of some animals. Yeah.
Want to hear more?
No, shut up, bitch. I'm done.
You mumbled that. Read the what was it said?
Hold on. Hey Siri, I'm sorry.
Hey Siri, I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what?
No problem.
Can you tell me what a gizzard is? Can you tell me what a gizzard is?
Here's some information.
The gizzard, also referred to as a ventriculus, gastric meal, and gygerium, is an organ found in the digestive tract of some animals, including archosauruses, earthworms. It's mad weird shit. I've never heard of this shit.
Hey, Siri, what's a chicken gizzard, Ma?
The specialized stomach constructed of thick muscular walls is used for grinding up food. It often aids in particles of stone of grit in certain insects and mollusks. The gizzard featured chitinous plates or teeth. That's disgusting. I've never eaten that.
AKA, don't eat that shit.
That shit got fucking grinders in it. The fuck? Shit's disgusting.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Oh, well.
You eat liver?
Nah, I just said I don't eat livers.
Livers or gizzards or I don't like dark meat. Will you eat a leg though? Did you say you would eat a leg?
I hate legs. I only eat legs if they're cut up and shit. Like if I eat dark meat, it's got to be cut up in some shit like chicken salad. I'll eat it then, but like I just can't eat a barbecue chicken leg or like a fried chicken leg. No way, can't do it.
But you eat turkey leg, right? You a turkey leg guy too,
I'm more of a turkey wing guy. I don't like turkey legs. I don't like dark meat.
Got you.
I like wings.
Got you.
I hate like I don't know. I just thighs. I will eat a thigh if it's on the grill because they're so greasy and shit. So that it like helps cut the grease. So they're actually good on the grill.
I don't like that slippery ass, wet ass thigh meat.
Yeah, when it's grill, when it's grilled right, then the shit is right. But if it ain't grilled right, then nah.
I'll eat a fried leg. Like that's like my only option.
Yeah. I can't fuck with that shit.
Yo, fun story number 2. Somebody asked could they cook for me. I went over. They cooked a pack of legs. I never went back over there again. I went back over there again. No,
because them shit's nasty. Them shit's like you. That's like you supposed to eat that when you like 18. When you like that's like college food and like trap food and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't eat shit like that. Like I remember niggas used to, like when I was fucked up and hungry and shit. Niggas would put some cream of mushroom on that bitch and put some chicken legs in there. I'd like, you know, when you're hungry, you're hungry. But I would never personally buy them shit. Them shits. But like niggas I know like them shits. I just can't eat no chicken legs.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of people who fuck with dark meat, fuck with legs, all that. Like that is their preference.
Nah.
If I'm going to the store to buy chicken, I'm buying wings. I'm buying boneless breasts.
For sure.
And every blue moon I'll buy a like bone-in breast because my cousin taught me how to make this bomb-ass chicken salad, and she used bone-in breasts, and she cooked that for a while. Yeah.
But I like seafood a lot. I really love seafood. If I could eat seafood a lot, like every day, I would. Like I really love
one meat.
seafood.
What's your one meat? All you guys, one meat. That's all you can have.
I'm
and seafood is not a category. It got to be something within the seafood category.
One meat. I would say ground turkey because it's multi-purpose. You can do multiple things with it. But I mean, really chicken wings. But you can only eat chicken wings in a chicken wing setting. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just eat chicken wing. You can't. It's hard to fuck up a chicken. Like you can't bust down the chicken wing to like make some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to just eat the wing.
Yeah.
Like you can't like repurpose it. You know what I'm saying? But I love wings the most out of everything.
You can, but it ain't as functional as the other pieces.
Yeah, that's you gotta get the gristle off and shit. That shit gonna take forever. You gonna need 74 wings to get. You can't cook no chicken casserole with just wings. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know how you say something real simple and it like a light go off in somebody's head? And I was talking about mom one day, and I was like, dang, like people eat a lot of wings and chickens only have 2 a piece. You know what I mean? Chickens had to die just for this 10 piece we got right here. Like it was like something hit my mom. And my mom was just looking for a second. She was like, dang, I never thought about that. Cause niggas really do eat a lot of wings. A lot of chickens had to die
how you know
for
a lot
2
of
wings
shit
a piece.
Generated. Shit is GMO like a motherfucker. Like
yeah,
the amount of wings to amount of people that eat them on a regular everyday basis is no fucking way. Like niggas, like it's. I
you
mean,
think they just growing wings, like growing wings alone in a lab.
They just, I don't know. They got prisons. They got prisons for chicken. Like it's like chicken prison somewhere, and like niggas just be like, you have
niggas just working out. The chickens just working out.
I need to know what the gestational period. Hey Siri. What's the gestational period of a chicken?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the gestational period of a chicken. Check it out.
All right. You got me pumped.
Check it out.
Chickens are a type of I know what they are. Come on, bro.
you might need to just type shit in because Siri ain't.
Yeah, Siri, like goddamn.
Usually she just comes straight forward with it.
Yeah, like what she doing? She don't like you. She don't wanna...
My Siri like me. Your Siri a bitch.
I guess
because my Siri changed a simple word to something very complicated in German the other day, and it pissed me
Siri
off.
Be rapping. Siri be rapping like a motherfucker. If you're out there listening, if you have, just ask Siri. Don't fucking do it now. Well, me. Ask Siri if she can rap, and then wait for the response. Yeah, what's wild, if you do it twice, you get another rap. She did Snoop Dogg's 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I did a shit for my wife, and it was totally different. It wasn't big shit. It was Snoop. Yeah, man. I was like, God damn. Like, I was expecting her to say, I was like, well, that wasn't what I expected.
Hey, you asked the third time, she might do pop.
She might.
She might do pop. I don't know if she's going to do Hov because she might get sued. But,
yeah, probably.
You know, they don't be fucking with Hov and B like that. They know they got lawyers on deck and shit. Oh, man. Hey, yo, this how you know this a black-ass podcast because we just talked about chicken for 20 minutes. Man, what you been up to? We were out last week. What you been up to? Get the people caught up on your life.
I ain't been doing shit.
You like same old same.
Yeah.
Semi-quarantine still.
Yeah, I mean, just chilling. You know, I went out on Saturday because I've been doing some good in my damn financial life. Me and a bunch of my homeboys. So I went out and like kind of celebrated, I guess, to the L house, played cornhole. It was weird, but it was still fun because I wasn't in the house. It was super fucking weird to be out and shit. Like I had anxiety for a little bit, but it went away after a couple
drinks.
A little inebriation always knocks out those fears. But yeah, so that was cool. That was it. I did that over on Saturday. That was it, man. I didn't do shit else. Just been cold chilling. Same old same. You know what I mean? I'm
tired of my house. I'm tired of everybody else's house. No disrespect. If I've been over your house, it's just house to house to house. You know what I mean? Like, and it ain't even like really that many houses, but you know, I went home a few weeks back and, you know, everything that I've done has basically been at
Bored in
someone
the
else's
house and
home.
I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
And the thing about it is, I ain't even really bored. Like, I have enough things to keep me occupied. I just need a new environment that's not someone's home or my home to like do it in. Like, I honestly I miss people watching. I miss being
I'm just
around
like
people
putting clothes on and like, going getting fresh and shit. You know what I mean?
What? Getting fresh? I was just telling my sister, like, yo, I be looking like a bum because I'm only running out the crib most of the time, or I'm running from house to house, somebody who already seen me, so I ain't gotta get fresh for that. I feel you on that getting fresh, bro.
I don't even feel like getting a haircut and shit, but I be doing that shit just so I can, like, I don't know, feel some semblance of normalcy. Like, but I don't even be on the, like, I don't know, man. Like, I got mad new shoes in there I ain't wore. Like, I want to wear them bitches bad as fuck, but ain't nowhere to go.
Speaking of shoes.
Like, I was about to buy a car, and I was like, ain't nowhere to go.
Right.
Nowhere to go.
Right.
So I paid off my white car, and then I said, fuck it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to just go. I was going to go buy a car, but I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere. Just keep this shit. And then my battery died today. Ain't that a bitch?
Why did it die today? I was about to say because you haven't moved it, but you've definitely been moving
it. It's bad. Like, I've been teetering. I could have been got a battery, but I was just hoping like the shit was, not. Like, I jumped it a couple times. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I just left my lights on, but nah, she dead. I just want to try to crank it up. I was about to try to go smoke around the block and shit. And that shit was
how much? A new battery? What?
It's like $80.
Oh shit! I think I paid like $115 for my last.
I don't know. Probably like $140 actually. Now I think about it. Who knows?
I think I
it's
paid
in the truck.
$115, $125, and my dream was on sale. But
I
you don't have to get a battery that often, though.
Yeah, I think I got a warranty on it. I think I had a 5-year warranty on it. I'm hoping. So we'll see. I'm gonna go to AutoZone, get another battery.
I really feel like my car 10 years old this year, and I think I've only had to get a battery once, to be completely honest. But I
want a new car though. Fuck it.
My plan was to get a car for my birthday. And once we were in the house, I'm like, I'm not paying a note in the car just sitting there.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
That don't make no sense to me.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I ain't getting no car. Like, fuck that. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere.
Right. Yeah, to run to the grocery store.
Yeah, plain as a bitch.
Run an errand.
I don't be doing shit. That shit is fucking trash. Like, I don't be doing shit but going to the grocery store and that's it. That shit is garbage. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, people getting even more restless. But they said that the CDC basically said, like, if we wear masks for 6 to 8 weeks, if they mandate masks for 6 to 8 weeks, like, we'll have some shit in control.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do that shit. Like, I don't know. We didn't talk about this kind of thing till we blew in the face, but
the hydroxychloroquine works. You seen that? You see that video?
I saw Trump was taking that shit and they said don't.
Yeah, so it's a new video that I don't know. It's the one that somebody retweeted. Trump Jr. retweeted. It was about
right.
But listen though. The shit it's this African lady, and it was a collective of doctors. They were on Capitol Hill, and they had like a press conference and shit, like kind of like not a sit-in, but it was a press conference. It was a bunch of doctors, and it was like a 30-minute clip, and then it was one specific doctor. She was from Houston. She was a Nigerian doctor, and she said, I didn't look her up to see if she's actually, an actual doctor or whatever, but she was basically saying that she's treated 350 people with hydroxychloroquine, and that shit is foolproof. She was like, we all take it. And she's like, nobody in my office has gotten sick. Everybody who I've treated, there's no deaths. Like, it's foolproof. It was another gentleman, it was a pediatric doctor, a pediatrician, and he was saying that all his patients, it was a very slim margin of children that got sick, but he was like, we gave them small doses of hydroxychloroquine. They were fine. Like, they aren't passing it to their teacher. There's no transmittal or any from a child to adults, which I don't know if I believe, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's so much shit out there. I mean, it depends. It depends on how bad I am. Like, I pray to God I don't get it, but I ain't gonna like dosed myself up on it previously, but it's a malaria drug, and malaria is a respiratory disease, right? So, the lady said that she was an African doctor. She said she did her residency in Kenya, maybe, and she used to fight. She came up fighting malaria. She was like, I know exactly what this is. It's damn near the same thing as malaria. And she said this is the drug that works for malaria. Like we have very little deaths on malaria when people take hydrochloroquine. So I don't know if it's real or not, because then of course everybody was saying she was a liar and all this other shit. And then there was another video circulating where she was saying that test Dr. Fauci and see if he doesn't have hydrochloroquine in the system. Guarantee he does. And some other, like she said, Trump, and she was like, I guarantee everybody's taking hydrochloroquine to rid themselves and to combat the disease or whatever. So I don't fucking know, bro.
Is the narrative that they're giving, is that basically, it's the pharmaceutical companies? Why we won't use hydrochloroquine? I
don't know, man. I don't know what the rationale behind it, like why we aren't using it. It's just a lot. Like, it's just a lot to digest. But I mean, I've seen, it was another doctor that was, a Yale doctor who also said that hydrochloroquine, and it's funny because I knew a guy that I used to work with, and he lives in Ohio, and he went to the Bahamas, and this was right when the shit started. And, he ended up like he's like an alderman and shit, you know what I mean? Like he's an attorney, but he's an alderman and all other type shit he holds. And so he was on the news, and then a girl that I worked with that we were mutual co-workers with, she ended up sending me the video because he was on the local news in Ohio, like right when the shit first started. He was like, I felt like shit like for 4 days, and then he said I took hydrochloroquine and I was fine. He was like, I felt horrible. He said, I don't know if it wasn't. Like if it had run its course, he said, but I took that drug at night, and when I woke up in the morning, I felt 95% better. So he was like, he hadn't been taking anything up until that point. They were just giving him IVs. And he said, after that, like I was perfectly fine. He's like, I still had remnants of it, but he was like, I can move and shake and move. He was like, so I know for a fact this shit saved my life. That's what he said. He told me this, and unless from what, I mean, I only met him like, 5 or 6 times, but we done got fucked up together. He was super cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It was hard to say it wasn't him, you know what I mean? Or it wasn't true.
I'm just, I'm at a place where I'm still finding it a little bit hard to understand, like, what the end goal is. Is it the pharmaceutical company? Is it what? Because I feel like, all right, y'all want to stimulate the economy, right? So that's why y'all letting people go out here and die and party and go to bars and do all this shit. And you're letting them go about their life. But now with this whole mask mandate thing, and you have Governor Kemp of Georgia suing Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms because she
is that shit still going?
Requiring masks. Last I heard that it was still going on, but I don't think like Atlanta is taking it serious. Like she just like he's stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they really care. But my whole thing is if you can allow people to still spend their money, just require them to wear a mask. I don't know what the problem is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. I don't get it. I get it from y'all evil standpoint of y'all want people money. All right. This seems like we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So I don't understand it. And for you Karens and Kevins out here that are going to these establishments that clearly have, you must wear a mask, and you going in there acting a fucking fool, I don't understand. Why won't you just go to another place that does not require you to wear a mask? Because all places are not requiring you to wear a mask. So I don't understand your point. Like, why they so ready to fucking fight? Like, but you can't fight. That's it. That's the thing. You're ready to fight, but you can't fight.
I'd be so mad, bro. They ain't never been told they can't do some shit. You know what I mean? That's just the privilege. Like, their privilege is going crazy.
Yeah, that's so crazy. It was funny because the other day, like, first of all, let's be clear. I probably shake my head at white people every single fucking day. Every day. But it's some shit that like just cracks me up about them. It is like, y'all scary as hell, but y'all always want to fight, right? And I think I sent you the IG clip or whatever, and it was the girl, and she was in there with a whole bunch of like raccoons and shit.
Oh yeah, on Complex.
And she was like, should I grab it? Like, no, bitch, that don't go scratch your fucking eyes out. Do you see how big that shit is? Like, why would your thought be, instead of getting
they love
out of this
animals,
room?
Though. They love animals, though. They love animals.
But you should love animals and know what they do, too. Like, just because you love animals doesn't mean, like, you can just go grab something and it's not gonna fuck you up, because animals don't love you the way you love them.
Nigga, they be in do you understand that these niggas like live with them motherfuckers? Like they live with cats and like big cats and goddamn tigers and lions and shit. Like white folks love fucking raccoons and all type of crazy shit. They just like fucking animals. Like they're just, bruh. I won't say what I want to say, but yeah, anyway. White folks just love animals for some odd fucking reason, like in all varieties and shit. It's weird.
It is, but like
But let it been a nigga on the wall or some shit. Like, they wouldn't have been trying to grab it.
Let it be a nigga on the wall. Let it be a nigga walking past the window outside the house. You would be like, should I shoot it? Like should I kill it?
Yeah, his first reaction is not to fucking kill a fucking raccoon with a nigga. That shit is wild.
That is, I said,
speaking of coons, fuck Terry Crews.
Yes, fuck Terry Crews. Terry Crews definitely. See, this is how we be all over the place. We gonna get to Terry Crews.
All right.
The other piece about this is that was funny to me in regards to white people being ready to do something but can't fight. Is I'm listening to y'all know I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts and shit like that. They was talking about this story. They're talking about like this serial killer, right? And this serial killer, he's been put on the news and shit, like they looking for him. He just recently killed somebody, And a white man calls into, they released the Die With What tapes. And the white man goes, yeah, I see him. Like he right here, he got on, here go his van, like And so the dispatcher is like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, you want me to take him down? Cause I will. I'll go take him down. I'll go tackle him right now. And I'm like, nigga, he's a serial killer. Yeah. And you want to go approach a serial killer right now? Are you fucking nuts? Like,
he might not be able to fight though. Just cause you can abduct somebody and
nigga, you have bodies. That's all I need to know.
Sure. I ain't fucking with you. I'm just saying, I'm trying to shoot a Buddy Bell. Nigga might just I can beat that nigga ass. Fuck that nigga. He might have killed one of his peoples and shit. You never know.
Bruh, you have fucking bodies, unless I see you trying to take somebody down in front of me right now, this was going on, I feel compelled to intervene. Other than that, I just got my eye on you. I got my motherfucker. It's on your tags. I know. But it's so funny because they roll up on people. I seen these black girls fighting in the airport. Y'all gotta stop fighting in airports too. Only because that's fed. We talked about that. But they jumped the white girl in her boyfriend, and they beat the shit out of them.
Oh yeah,
the
on
white
the
girl
turnstile.
hit her first. Yeah, on the baggage claim joint.
No, that's what you fucking get. That's right. Turnstile. So yeah,
Why would you hit this girl, one, knowing you can't fight, two, knowing they 6 deep? Why would you hit this girl?
Beat the shit out of them motherfuckers.
They beat the shit out of her.
I know some hoes that can fight like that too. All right. I know some girls that can fight like that.
Listen, I know a lot of girls that can fight like that. I know a lot of girls in
running
DC
packs
that
though,
can fight.
That, 6 deep, that'll beat the motherfuckers and beat some niggas' ass for sure.
Bruh, yeah. Grown women too. That roll like that. We ain't even talking about no 20-year-olds. I know some grown women that would definitely whoop ass.
I hope please don't be racist to me, man.
Right.
I don't want to be put in that position because I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't do no crazy shit.
I will say, in the weeks of all of this, well, it's about 2 months at this point in time, huh?
2 months.
How long has it been?
Oh, you talking about George Floyd and shit?
Yeah, since...
It's been so much shit going on. My bad. I thought you were talking about the pandemic.
No, it's been 2 months.
It was Memorial Day. The weekend before Memorial Day.
Yeah. That's crazy because my birthday was 2 months ago. That is insane. Anyway.
And you doing the same shit you was 3 months ago.
Right. Yeah, so with this going on, I can say from my perspective, white people have been extremely nice. The ones I've run into. Like, when we walk in, like, they waving, like, making sure they wave at you. The ones I done ran into in the store and shit like that, like, they're super nice. Like, I guess trying to show you, like, I ain't one of them type niggas. You know what I mean?
Good. That's what you need.
And that's a blessing. Cause them the type of vibes I try to attract to myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know how we go as a people. We stay on I wish a nigga would time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just don't be racist to me, bro. I ain't got time. Racist is none of my people. I don't feel like dealing with none of that shit because I definitely will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you all the way. Before we get out of this segment, I do want to say this. I came in 5th B last week. I was supposed to be at trivia today. You know, hip hop trivia is my shit. I came in 5th out of 63. And when I tell you these niggas know fucking hip hop, they know fucking hip hop. Like, the niggas who be winning and shit be like DJs and historians and write for the fucking hip hop magazines and shit. Like, it's a lot of niggas on that joint. The
founder of hip hop in that bitch.
Bruh, it's some niggas in there that can tell you about all 40 years of hip hop. Like, no bullshit. Like,
yo, that's actually dope. That'd be like a real dope show. Like,
seriously, they got a podcast. If you want to check it out, it's called Day One Radio, and they talk about hip hop. Like, that's what they talk about. The guys who host this, is actually way better, online than it was in person because niggas was cheating in person, and online the shit is timed. So, you know, you have a more fair chance, and they use like Kahoot as the voting part of it. But what made it so crazy for me, this is probably the second time I've ever come in top 5, right? And B, guess what the category was though? This is the part that blowed my mind. I've never come in in less than like 20 or 15 when it came to Hove. Let me tell you what it was. Fucking West Coast. How? Oh, wow. Bro, I know more about West Coast than I thought I knew.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Shout out to me because I was just like, I ain't gonna even go to trivia tonight. I was like, I know about West Coast, but you know, that's like the third coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. That shit. That's why I was just like, oh, B would have probably loved this. Like, but nah, like it was crazy questions, but I was like, dang, it's crazy. Like the shit that you know that you don't really know that you know. So shout out to me for coming in 5th. I think 5th out of 63 people is great, or 63 teams, cause you can have more than one person on your team. That was dope. Did you watch, before we get out of there, while we talk about music and shit, what did you think about the, Snoop DMX verses and shit?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I called it like 5. I think, you sent it to me because my verses was acting weird. It wasn't picking up. So, that shit was dope, man. That shit was dope. It was great. I love Snoop. I watch Snoop GGN. He got like a talk show that come on YouTube. It's really great. And Snoop, like, he's that motherfucker. Like, I realized how dope Snoop was after watching GGN because that shit's been on for like 6 or 7 years and shit. So seeing him doing what he's doing ain't nothing because he be doing that shit on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was him standing up. But like, Snoop is fucking like hilarious. He's got great like timing, and then he's just a fucking showman, obviously. So I enjoyed it because, you know, it was a display of him. But X too, like X fat as fuck. You know what I mean? And
I loved it because he looked healthy. He looked like fat. He was on that shit. Yeah. Bro, I'd rather see a nigga who on some shit fat anytime. I've been around a lot of addicts and all that shit. When you see a nigga fat, you know some shit going in the right direction.
That's true. I want him to work out though. Like, he got to work out. Like, I want him to get back on. Like, he need to go to Styles P and get some fucking juice and shit.
Don't push it. Don't push it.
Hell no. You gotta, I mean, just turn that vice into something else. Like, just be a workout fanatic. You know what I mean?
Shout out to X.
Yeah, shout out to X. He's got an endless supply of fucking Timberlands.
Than crack any day.
That nigga got like the endless. Like, I've never seen X in sneakers. That motherfucker is only like, I think X like is that New York meme when niggas go to the beach. That nigga definitely got on boots. Like, he has never worn anything but Timberlands. Like, he has to have a Timberland plug. Like, he get Timbs in every variety and every flavor and every color.
He on red fucking Timbs.
Shit was hard though. It was the Beef and Brock shits, but it was the high top shit. It was fire.
I feel like I need to get.
It wasn't July weather. Though. You say what?
I said, I feel like I need to get some beef and broccolis. I feel like those should come back.
You said beef and broccolis. I ain't never heard anybody pronounce the Lockley on the fucking beef and broccolis.
Yeah, I ain't never heard no beef and brocs. I thought you was just cutting it to cut it.
No, that's beef and brocks. Mac and cheese.
We call it beef and
mac and cheese. I always get a pair of mac and cheese. Like, wheat.
I don't even know what mac and cheeses are. What is a mac and cheese?
The field boots, like the beef and brocks, but the mac and cheese, like the wheat color.
The all wheat color?
Yeah.
I've never heard
not
of
all wheat, but like it's got the inside is mesh.
I never heard of those called that before.
Really?
Nah, I've never heard that before. Oh, you learn something new. You learn something new every day. Who you think won?
Snoop won. But X had a strong second half. I just hate some of the songs. Like, so the songs that I really hate by X. Like, I hate Who We Be. I hate I hate that. I hated that. I hated Where the Hood Was At, and I hated Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind. I hated that song. Like, I fucking detest those songs. Like, I hate.
Wow, no, I love all of those songs.
What the fuck? Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the worst song ever.
Up in here. Ain't no way you was in Raleigh.
That shit is the worst song. I've hated that song. I'm an X fan. Like, I bought X music, the everything. I hated that song. Like, and I still hate it. Like, it made me hate it even more.
Y'all like the beat? It seems like it just gets you right, bro.
That shit is garbage.
I feel you.
But then Slippin' is one of the greatest songs of all time. So like Slippin' is by far one of the greatest songs of all time.
And the funny thing about that is it's one of my least favorites.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We always on the
Forgive me, Lord,
side.
I didn't mean to say that. But,
yeah.
What the fuck?
So
You're the only person I've ever heard say that. That's my word on everything I love.
It's not a song where I'm like, oh my God, why are you playing this? But I would never play Slippin' on my own. I'll say that.
Wow.
I would never play Slippin' on my own. I would never be like, oh, I want to hear DMX and make sure you put Slippin' in the mix. I would never do that.
Wow.
I would never do that.
You got the wildest hip hop takes in the fucking world.
But you know what? I also think that a difference between us and a lot of songs that I feel like when we talk about music like this, you like those songs that like talk about like the struggle and the drugs and the this and the jail.
I just like real music
and all that
like
shit. That's not my life though. Like, I don't live that life. You can probably relate to that life a little bit more than I can as far as living it. So it might touch you.
I mean, I wasn't on drugs and shit, and I ain't
I'm just saying, but you claim that you lived a street life a bunch of time. Yeah. So like, even when we listen to like that, like you love a lot of New York music. And
so you don't like You Must Love Me by Jay-Z.
No, I'm not saying all songs. I'm just saying
that's like a similar song, like a similar S.
No,
song.
I love that song. Cause I feel like that's about relationships.
Nigga, that shit, X talk about his fucking mom in a relationship with his dog and shit. Like the same shit.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
That beat is fucking crazy. That shit, I love that shit. Slipping. Wow, that shit is crazy. But when I heard that shit, I listened to that shit probably. I remember that's the best shit about it. Like, that's the fucking beauty of fucking music and shit. Cause I remember exactly where I was when I listened to that shit for the very first. The first Dark as Hell is Hot when fucking dum 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 dum. Man, listen. And fucking Snoop shit too. That shit was great. I enjoyed that shit.
No, that shit was great. I personally, all around when we talking about songs, production, audio, all that, I feel like that was the best verses.
In
its totality, if all putting in all parts, I feel like that was the best verses to me.
It's been so many goddamn verses, man.
But they was fucking up. The audio was fucking up. They had to restart a bunch of times.
Jada shit was right too, though. Jada and Fab shit was dope as fuck.
It wasn't as dope as Snoop and DMX shit though.
It was almost there. Like the performance was a little bit because Jada was Snoop. Like Jada and Snoop, I enjoyed that shit. I enjoyed that shit as equally.
My new method for verses is instead of songs back to back, because eventually I can't keep up with, is this the first song or is this the response song? Is this the offense or the defense? So I've been keeping my tallies on how many songs a person played that I don't like. And when it came down to the Snoop and DMX played 4 songs I didn't like. Snoop played 3 songs I didn't like. So Snoop won it for me by one song.
I can dig that.
So Snoop won. I feel like that was a great.
Did he play What's My Name? Because I missed the first like 4 songs. Did he play What's My Name?
I think so.
I think
so. Every song, listen.
I like the banter between them, like how Snoop like fucking his first single to X, like his what he told X became X's first single.
Yeah, get at me, dog.
Like he was like, get at me, dog, and then he was like, yo, when you told me that, I wouldn't have made the song. Like, what the fuck? That shit was the song that sparked his career, and it was just a simple conversation like between the two of them fucking dogs.
Art. That's art.
Shit crazy,
that's art
man.
and inspiration, bro. Like that's what that shit is. That shit is that should be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't write music, but I've been inspired by things. And when you get that and then the shit work, like, it's crazy. So I can only imagine
that was
doing some shit and it becoming your biggest fucking song ever, making you millions,
like,
making
the
you
song
a
that
fucking
popped
star.
you off is a chance encounter with fucking Snoop Doggy Dogg. And he said, yo, get at me, dog. And these niggas is both dogs. One's a pit, one's a Doberman.
Yes.
And shit. And these niggas is fucking, man, that shit is crazy.
That
was
awesome.
As hell, my nigga. I swear.
But
yeah, it was dope, though. I enjoyed it, man.
What you think about this highly unfair versus that's coming up? Rick Ross
gonna smoke this nigga, but it depends on. But we always say that, but it always depends on the songs. Because
it's not gonna depend on shit. What 20 songs 2 Chainz got?
I mean, listen, it's just
they
a matter
can go up against any random 20.
Ross is one of my favorite rappers. I've been touted to saying and quoted as saying Ross has the best catalog by far of any rapper. Jay-Z, Nas, any fucking body. Like, in terms of just songs, like, I could put his best songs against niggas and them shits would rival them shits on every accord. So, but those songs that I love, I don't know if he's going to play them in the battle per se, right? So, like, I don't know which Maybach music he's playing. I don't know if he's playing Mafia music. I don't know if he's playing, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know he's playing, Here I Am. I know he's playing, like, Here I Am with Nelly, but I don't know if he's playing,
he gonna play Aston Martin music with Drake. He gonna play,
but I don't know if he's gonna play, fucking My Last Bird Flew the Coop. I lose the roof. There's nothing but the wind in my hair. Like, I'm playing that. If I'm playing, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what is he going to play? Because he has so much music. It's to the point now it's going to be like, what do you play in terms of like your fans versus like your hits? I mean, it's got to be 10 and 10, I guess. But
because let's keep it a buck though. Like, 2 Chainz has good songs.
2 Chainz got really good songs.
But if no great songs, like. Though. You are probably a person that, you cocaine cowboy, all the.
I don't be doing cocaine. I don't sell cocaine either.
True University, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, the
mixtapes. Yeah, I know a lot of
the mixtape
music,
shit, but
sure.
that ain't the shit he about to play.
I mean, he gonna play some. He gonna play some of that.
Is he gonna play after he play like?
I'm riding and I'm getting it. He gonna play like bands of making dance.
All my niggas live rich as fuck.
He got some shit. He got the shit with Drake. He got the shit with Drake. Bitch. Watch Out Little Bitch. He gonna play Drake. He gonna play the shit with him and Drake. Drizzy No Lie. He gonna play.
Yeah, he gonna play No Lie.
He gonna play the shit with the choir and shit with him and Gucci. That shit was dope. Damn. Goddamn, what's the name of that shit? With Migos and shit with Offset. And they had the choir and shit. That shit was hard. Man, what the fuck was that song? Janae Aiko was on that shit, I too, believe it. I don't know the name of the shit, but.
Well, I don't know any of that.
Good Drink. Good Drink.
Oh.
Good Smoke. He gonna play that. He got some shit. He gonna play that shit with Ariana Grande, which is a big record. He got some shit. Like, he gonna play Duffel Bad Boys. He got like mad shit with Wayne. He could play. Like, he got some shit. Like, he could play Pussy Poppin'.
He might eke out 20.
Oh no, he got 20.
No. I'm not.
Cuz bro got some songs. Like, bro got mad songs. He can play Riding Around I'm Getting It.
In the dark.
Big Booty Hole. He got some shit now. Like, Tip got some shit.
My birthday is a big
he got some shit.
Hole. No,
so that's what I'm saying.
He might can eke out 20.
Oh, no.
He might can eke out 20.
No, he got he gonna win like 3 or 4 rounds. But it just, again, depends. Cause like Ross could play, like, it's gonna be hard for him to beat Stay Scheming. It's gonna be hard for him to beat Every Day I'm Hustling. It's gonna be hard for him to beat shit with T-Pain. It's gonna be hard for him to beat, like, Ross got
just
shit. But then he gonna play like.
A goddamn boss.
Yeah, he gonna play cocaine. Like, I would play Mafia music. It's gonna be, nigga. I got a feeling, nigga, really that the money be the roof. Nigga, he got so much shit. Listen, I love Ross.
That's like
so
my favorite Ross album.
And he got shit from fucking, man.
Deep in Rap. That's Deep
shit.
in Rap, right? That's like my favorite Ross album and Port of Miami.
He got mad shit from Port of Miami. He can play Hustling, Push It to the Limit. Like, he got mad shit, man. That nigga.
Hey, Port of Miami so fucking fire, my nigga.
Yeah, shit, good song.
Port of Miami
blow my
so
shit. He got mad shit, yo. Like, that nigga got so, he got, I'm a boss with fucking
I ain't
Meek.
gonna even lie.
He got boss with I'm Meek. Like, but see, I'm not playing that. Like, he got like Champagne Sipping, Gold Teeth, and Blue M's and it, all that shit, man. Magnificent. Like, he got 5 songs with John Legend that will rock off the rip. Like,
no, that's true.
He got fucking Super High with fucking Neo.
Strategy.
He got mad shit.
But you know what? 2 Chainz's first album, his first commercial album, like I liked it. I think it was just 2 Chainz. No, it was Boats.
Yeah, based on a true story.
Yeah, based on a true story. I was like, Boats? What the fuck does Boats stand for though? Cause I see the album in my head with the 2 Chainz on it. And I'm
he got some shit. Shit with Kanye. He got,
that first album was
he got
great.
shit with,
now that I Be Fresh as Hell when the feds watching, that album wasn't that.
Nah. I mean, he got shit with Ye though. He got the shit, he got the, Champagne, My Campaign. The shit, the whole shit with,
dang. Now you
with the white video and they was in all white
exactly
shit.
What we're talking about with Big Sean and all them.
Yeah, he got that.
He got Pusha T on that song. Yeah, he should play that. He definitely should play that.
He definitely got some shit for sure. He definitely playing that.
Should play that. He should definitely play that. I'm interested to see. I feel like it's gonna be a good time. I don't feel like I still don't feel like 2 Chainz has a chance up against Ross's catalog, but it'll be some good music nonetheless.
Yeah, it depends where Ross play, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm looking forward.
He
to
definitely
that
playing his fucking Kanye verse, "Devil in the Blue Dress." He definitely fucking playing that. That's one of his hardest verses in all of fucking history. So he definitely he performed that when I went to see him. So I know he playing that. He loved that shit. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
Real quick, then we'll get into B's Black Facts. But what you think about this Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight?
I'm in there for it. I'm watching it for sure.
Who you think gonna win that shit? Since you're a boxing aficionado,
Mike Tyson gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think he is too. I'm excited to see it though.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm definitely see it. Yeah, I mean, like
Roy Jones Jr. is good too.
Yeah, he's not like Roy Jones Jr. got knocked the fuck out. He almost got killed in the ring a couple times. Like he needs to be chilling. Like I'm not fighting Mike Tyson, but whatever. Nigga,
listen,
that nigga crazy. But the wild shit about it, like if you listen to Jay Prince book,
don't say nothing to him.
If you listen to Jay Prince verse, or book rather, he had that fight made in like '96 and shit. But like Roy Jones wanted way too much money. Like he agreed, they agreed on the price for some shit, and then Roy Jones Jr. backed out at the last minute saying he wanted like an extra like 15 million or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I posted something on my Instagram story, and I was just like, the niggas who get this joke is going to fucking die. And it was a few people that got it. And it was a meme with Evander Holyfield, and he had his mask on, but the joint was like hanging.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, "Thank you, Mike Tyson." And that's all the shit said on it. But the shit was so fucking funny is because the nigga bit his ear off, so he had nowhere to put the other part of the mask.
Yep.
That shit was hilarious to me. And the niggas who got that shit was weak as fuck. I was like, man, Mike Tyson a whole fucking savage out this joint, man.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. Like I listen to Mike Tyson podcast, and I've said it a couple times. He's like one of the most intense people that I have ever fucking met and or seen. I haven't met him obviously, but I've ever seen.
You got
like,
both your ears. You didn't meet him yet.
Like that motherfucker, man, is fucking intense, bro. Like, and he's super smart. Like, people try to like do the whole like you know, he got a speech impediment and shit. That nigga smart as a bitch. Like, that motherfucker knows so much history about so much history. Like, that, I'm telling you, that motherfucker is he was like, all I do is fucking, like, I get high and I just watch YouTube all fucking day. He was like, just whatever. Like, he was like, it's just, but he loves, like, battles and war and shit. Like, he's literally like a fucking god, like Athena's son or some shit like that. Like, that nigga is a demigod because he loves war.
All right, I'm interested to see that. Let's get into B's Black Facts. Gibbity bee bop. Oh, B's Black Facts. You ready to give us a black fact today, B?
Yeah, this was from last week, so I just want to shout out John Lewis, obviously on July 17th. Looks like he passed away. Obviously John Lewis was heralded and a beautiful person. And, you know, was the reason that a lot of this is going on today. Has been a pillar in the community, and civil rights movements for quite a while, obviously. I think he started when he was like 17 or 18. Looks like he was the son of sharecroppers from Alabama. He attended segregated schools. It was encouraged by his parents to challenge inequities of the Jim Crow South as a teenager. However, he was inspired, by the courageous defiance of Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, whose attention he indicated his desire to go to Troy University, apparently. So basically, you know, he's known worldwide. John Lewis done a million things, most famously, I guess, or infamously known for the Selma, the March On. I forgot the name of that bridge. I drew a blank. But anyway,
that's named after that fucking Confederate.
Yeah,
leader of the KKK.
Yeah, damn, what's the name of it? Pettis, something Pettis, Pettis Bridge.
Yep,
but on Bloody Sunday,
they marched them over that joint too.
Yeah, so Bloody Sunday, he got bludgeoned in the head, almost died, and you know, stayed resilient and vigilant. He was a senator, and he recently passed. And you know, John Lewis is great, so I just want to shout out to him and say God bless you and rest in peace. Okay, and praying for his family.
Rest in peace, John Lewis, for sure. You ready to get into some literature?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Literature is our pop culture segment where, we talk about all the fuck shit on your timeline. B, what are you indulging in today since you couldn't drive around the corner and smoke your weed with your
Oh, no, I did. I just was sitting in the driveway.
Hey, make a way. I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I just was doing that because my little girl came outside looking for me and I didn't want her to like roll the window down and mad bud hit her in the face. But, yeah, that and I'm drinking a beer.
Are your kids going to school?
Hell no.
Okay. When does school start? Next week?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You're like, I don't know. I ain't checking.
So, it's like after Labor Day or some shit.
Oh, okay. You know, some people start in August and some people don't start until September.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that their children are not going to school. A lot of teachers are quitting. This is, you know, a whole shit show. But I am drinking, blood orange cider by Ace. So I've been trying the different, Ace, ciders. Y'all know I don't drink beer. But this is actually pretty good. It's my first time having it, and it's by Ace. If you guys like cider, so I'm drinking that, and we're gonna toast and you know, get all the fucking clowns out of here that feel like possible domestic violence is something to laugh about. So. Y'all know we reported on the last podcast that some crazy shit went down with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Or allegedly Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez has not been exactly called out at this point in time. When it can't really be anybody else but Tory Lanez. And we haven't heard anything from Tory Lanez since all of this has went down. But you know, a couple individuals decided that this was something to laugh about. And one of those people is the usual suspect of Curtis Jackson, also known as 50. And he posted a meme of Meg getting shot, reposted a meme of Meg getting shot like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. So next up, after 50 posted his meme, came Cameron. And Cameron reposted a meme that said, Tory Lanez saw that dick and started shooting. I don't care what nobody say. And he's posted something like the internet wins again and all of that. And then to put the icing on the cake, the bird of all birds, Basketball Wives star and you know, social media, I guess social media star. I don't know what to classify these personalities as, but Drea Michelle learned the hard way when she stepped by the Weed and Wine podcast hosted by Stilo Brim and Chris. And when asked about that, she said, I predicted that they had some sort of Whitney and Bobby love, you know, drove them down to this Snapped-esque type road. She said, I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much that you shoot me in the foot too. Even though the individuals hosting that podcast tried to stop her, she kept going. She didn't feel like it was a problem, and they even told her, you about to go viral. She acted like she didn't give a fuck then. Meg got from off of bed rest and said, dumb bitch, that shit ain't funny. And also said, and fuck all you hoe ass niggas making jokes too. And put up the middle finger emoji. Rightfully so. She was upset. Drea, being the genius that she is, I don't think she realized that one of her bosses is a domestic abuse survivor. And she lost her Fenty deal. Oh, she was a Fenty ambassador. She lost her deal. And once that information broke, suddenly, and I don't know if Meg was a Fenty ambassador prior to this, but the next pictures that Meg posted was in her Fenty and a note from Rihanna telling her, you know, we got your back over here, XYZ. So Dre out here looking fucking stupid. Meg did go on live. We've seen Meg recently, and she was very emotional. She did let us know that she was shot in both feet. And there were bullets that had to be removed. That's crazy. Like, think about being shot in both of your feet and then you hopping out the car with police trying to secure the scene and shit. Like, I just think about that scene that circulated on social media where Meg getting out the car and like she just hopping and shit. Like being shot in both your feet, bruh. Neither has named, she has not named Tory Lanez specifically, or who exactly caused her injuries. But like I said at the top of this segment, it was only 3 people in the car from what we know. Right. Homegirl that was in the back, Tory in the driver's seat, Meg in the passenger seat. And the rumor is Meg was trying to get out. Tory didn't like it. There was some allegations flying around from one of the podcasts that Meg violated fucking Tory at the party at Kylie Jenner's house. And some people took that as she was being physically abusive to him. Others have taken that message as she was just playing him. Somebody said Meg was talking about his dead mama. I don't know what happened, but that don't seem like a place Meg would go. Just saying as though she has a recently dead mother. You know, people with dead parents normally don't go that route. But who knows? We weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened, and nothing has came from any individual who was actually there outside of Meg's homegirl to say, "Hey, I was not the shooter." That's basically all we know, and we know Meg wasn't the shooter. So again, you know, that leaves Tory. When these celebrities, right, and things happen to these celebrities, especially something like this, should other celebrities you feel have a different type of sympathy and understanding because they know what it is to deal with life in the public eye, or hey, is just like, with Twitter or Instagram or anything, is everything off limits? On limits. And just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you need to have any type of additional sympathy for, your fellow famous person. What was your thoughts? Can anybody get the jokes? Or,
it's the internet, so anybody gonna get. I personally,
as far as celebrity on celebrity,
yeah.
like the 50s and the Camerons.
Them niggas gonna get, them niggas gonna get work.
Man, fucking dumb bitch, Just Hilarious, did a whole skit reenactment of crime scene shit of it. I'm starting to worry about her because she's following trouble at this point in time.
Yeah, she's a weirdo. She's just a bird that got popping. That's literally what happened.
She's so Baltimore, bro. She ain't gonna never not be Baltimore.
Yeah,
she gonna sabotage herself.
She hood as fuck. Like, she's just a hood bird. Like, that bitch is a Baltimore girl. I know mad Baltimore bitch. Well, not mad of them, but I met quite a few in my day.
Enough.
But anyway, I guess that shit is off. You gotta consider the source. You know what I'm saying? 50 always gonna make a joke. You're gonna be on some asshole shit. But niggas make jokes. Like, memes is memes, and you share them and shit.
Yeah.
You can
it's the difference between sharing them in a group chat and posting them on your page for fucking 10, 15, 20 million people to laugh at, this fucking domestic abuse. I'm on this podcast constantly talking about, I feel like the support for Black women is just not there. Like, I feel like as soon as a nigga, a chick do something to do allegedly all hands on deck, like they ready to like defend this nigga and all this shit. Like, something happened to a woman. This is fucking Meg. Like, come on, like, out of people we don't know, but people we just get like a cool vibe from, I feel like Meg is one of those people. Meg seems like one of those kind of genuinely nice people. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't really fuck with nobody. She kind of play the side. She don't even really like get into beefs and shit. You know what I mean? She just seemed like one of the people who still have like a slight amount of humbleness to her. And I just feel like it's just not, the support is never there for Black women. And Black women literally hold everybody down. And being a Black woman, I find that disturbing all the time. Like, where the niggas at? Like, why do you feel like, I feel like I have a thought why people are chilling with the whole Tory thing right now, but why you think people not really going up on Tory like that?
Because technically niggas don't know, like, the reason. Yeah. Like, they don't, you can't just speculate, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I think.
All you can speculate on is, all that we know is that they were together and she got shot. Niggas don't know who shot her. He a bitch ass nigga if he shot her, for sure. Like, and I think that's the sentiment across everybody, like, for sure. Like, you don't shoot no fucking woman. Like, that's just point blank period, one. And then, like, that shit lame as fuck. But niggas don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? So until the details come out and shit, she ain't said that the nigga Tory shot me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she probably can't, obviously, because it's probably an investigation, but he's not brought up on charges of shooting anybody. So he just had a gun. Like, he ain't got no charges for, attempted murder or you know what I'm saying? Like, anything.
I thought he had like a assault or something. I don't know. He had something. I feel like they
not
said
that I know of. I thought he just had like
something.
A pistol shit. Like, I think he's just a felon with a pistol type shit or a concealed weapon or some shit.
Okay.
But I don't know. He ain't get charged for shooting her. I do that. That would have been all over the fucking nose. Like, niggas would have. He would still. He probably wouldn't be out. Or if he would have had $1 million bond or some crazy shit. Not that he can't afford it. I'm pretty sure. But like I said, he a bitch ass nigga if he did it, but at this point, niggas don't know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? So, she ain't said, she hasn't alluded to anything and he hasn't been charged. So all you can go with is what we know, which is nothing.
She definitely said whomever, and we ain't going, so I with you, I share your sentiments of nigga, he haven't been officially named yet. We're doing process of elimination. In regards to Tory or whatever. And the crazy thing about Tory is, I know Tory like had some shit with him, but he to me seemed like one of the nicer.
Man, we don't know these niggas from Adam. Motherfuckers be totally different in front of cocaine. Like, that shit, like, you don't know these motherfuckers worth a damn. Like, I know niggas personally, and it ain't no, you can't tell how them niggas act when they inside the house and shit with motherfuckers. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't know these niggas from shit besides the interview and some goddamn music. So, ain't no telling what the fuck went on in that shit. Motherfuckers be high, motherfuckers be on drugs, motherfuckers be drunk. Like, motherfuckers rich. Like, come on, man. That shit, a million and one thing. We've heard all the stories of all these fucking celebrities, like niggas losing helicopters and shit. That was just a wild party night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so who the fuck knows? I mean, like I said, it's not condoned if he shot her, but the fucking, nobody fucking, like, that shit, niggas with money and drugs and access and shit like that, been getting fucking going crazy forever. And that shit ain't gonna stop none. You know what I'm saying? So, nobody has no idea. I don't know how this nigga is and how Meg is. Meg could be a total fucking bitch. And she may not be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But never will know what she had on that oil. And she got mad shit she got going on. Like, she miss her mama. She miss her daddy. Like, it's mad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rich as fuck. Like, it's mad shit that, was in the gumbo of a mind that, might just come to the surface at any given fucking point, and you don't know what he got going on. Not excusing it, but it's just like a combination, like a volatile fucking cocktail or like bomb or some shit that's ready to go off. So I don't know, man. It's just a night. Cause I know I done had some wild nights and I ain't nowhere near as fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to shoot nobody, no woman in the fucking feet or nothing, but just think about all the wild nights you had and you ain't got a piece of that fucking bread or celebrity. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
I've had wild nights, but I've never had any wild nights that ended in violence.
See, I've had a bunch of wild nights.
I haven't had wild nights like that. I've had wild nights though. But
that's what I'm saying. But they could have, like, that was just one element missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they very well could have never had any either, but that shit just went crazy. Motherfucking, I'm telling you, drugs and alcohol is no joke. And you in the fucking Miami Hills and shit, like with Kylie Jenner at the fight at one of the best houses in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard for a motherfucker to tell you some shit when all that, all them egos, like, cause the ego was a drug itself too. So you got, bitch, I'm doing this, bitch, I'm doing that, bitch, like, the fuck, like, bitch, you ain't goddamn. And then they fucking, and you know what I'm saying? And then it's a million fucking things.
That whole matchup is just crazy to me, bro.
I'm saying, like, we don't know them motherfuckers from Adam.
That just the whole how y'all parts lining up and this nigga is 5'3" is hilarious to me. Like,
same height when you lay down.
He gotta get on something to hit it from the back. He gotta stand on something.
Nigga just stand up.
Meg on her knees is in that nigga's chest.
Yeah, well, there's a will, there's a way. So he probably tearing her ass up though. He probably smoking her big ass.
I can't. You shouldn't have sex with little niggas. Sorry, little niggas.
She might like little niggas.
And you go from a money bag, yo, who a tall ass nigga, to micro nigga. That is crazy. But hey, listen. She said she was dealing with some, around people. She was just moving too fast. And she said she was around people that was not really like her, about her. And, all of those things. Her and Tori had been kicking it. But I just feel like Drea is fucking severely damaged.
Yeah. She fine shit.
And have you ever dated anybody that you just like, oh nah, you got too much with you? Like you what was something that happened where you just like, oh nah, like this ain't gonna rock.
We got in a fight and I don't hit women and shit, so yeah. I was like, oh nah, I can't be with no bitch that be fighting and shit. I ain't got time. Shit ain't on. I can't go to jail for fighting a bitch, but I ain't gonna like. Yeah, I'm cool. I seen that bitch the other day. She still fucking love me. That bitch is crazy. She's fucking nuts. Bitch had a gun on her hip and shit. Like, she had just got her gun, like an open carry. I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing a gun? But I mean, it's her right, obviously. It's a good time to wear it. But it was just wild. Like, she just pulled
you
up.
shouldn't have one, ma'am.
That's a fact.
Of all people, you shouldn't have one.
Yeah, she's volatile as fuck. But she ain't really though. She ain't like, she'll bust a grape, but she ain't really busting grapes though. Like, she just, I don't know. She's a fucking, she annoys the fuck out of me. That's my nigga because I've known her forever, but goddamn, like, I don't fuck with her at all. But, yeah, shout out to her anyway. But,
shout out to her anyway.
Yeah, she's crazy.
You know what? When you get the ones that make the suicide threats, like, if you don't come back, I'm gonna kill myself. What? Bye.
All right, I'm
do
about
what
to
you
go.
gotta do. I'm out. Like, you crazy. Like, you are crazy. Like, nigga, ain't nothing about me worth killing yourself over. Like, what? You crazy. Fuck out of here. Like, you're not gonna get me with that. You're not gonna get me with I did have a friend that told me that a friend of mine, they came to me to talk about a friend of mine and said that my friend told them, you don't love me because you don't beat on me. I was like, God damn, I didn't even know she was, like, I know she had like some issues, but I didn't know she was fucked up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfucker be fucked up, yo.
That's crazy. Like, Drea can't, she was in that, relationship with Orlando Scandrick. I think I first heard about Drea when she was messing with Chris Brown, like, back in the day. And that was a long time ago, but, Drea has had fucking her kid taken and all this shit. They always talk about how she left her kid in the house with a fucking banquet meal near the microwave for him to feed himself and shit. And he was like fucking 8 or some shit like that. Like, Drea seems like that type of bird though. Like, she's that type of bird. She's a bird.
Fine.
And she is. But she's a bird. Like, it's shit like that turn you off though.
Oh, yeah.
You be like, God damn.
Yeah, I don't have mad bad bitches. It's like, okay, you're a fucking idiot. Like, and my patience, I don't do well with stupid. So like, I don't even fuck. I done had some super damn bad bitches, and them bitches is, I couldn't even, like, I ain't even want to hit them.
People don't understand that. They be like, but they fine though. Okay.
Yeah, until you get around. That's how you know a motherfucker ain't never had no hoes. One, and then two.
Like a train. One come, another one come, one leave, another one coming, my guy.
So am I. Fuck out of here. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to goddamn several years around the way. I'm cool. Or I done told her that, like, oh my, she was like, you think I look good? I was like, bitch, I look good. The fuck?
Fact. Motherfuckers getting confused. Like, I'm the prize, nigga.
Bitch is looking like
everybody should feel like you the prize. If you don't feel like you the prize, ain't nobody else gonna feel like you the prize. For sure.
Super handsome out this motherfucker. Like, I get bitches. This was obviously before my wife, but yeah, hell yeah, fuck that shit, bitch. You ain't finna goddamn. I'm looking just as good as you. Fuck out of here.
Facts. Tell them. I share your same sentiments. Like,
conceited.
fuck, what you mean?
For sure.
I don't give a fuck. Another one be with that one. They ain't just make one. What the fuck you mean? Bye. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, jokes about Meg. Is it little shit?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it's shit. Like she could have literally lost her life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would have been so crazy waking up that morning like, oh, Meg the Stallion has been shot and killed at a party at fucking Kylie Jenner's house by Tory Lanez, Toronto rapper Tory Lanez. That would have been crazy. Thank God it did not go like that. Whatever Tory got going on, I hope this nigga gonna have to put some money together to get a bunch of spin on this story, because I don't see how you can escape something like this unscathed for real. And Tory was like on his way up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Crossover up.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fast.
Like, yeah, so, but Heal Meg, I'm here for you. I just, I think that it is unfortunate. Putting your hands on somebody is disgusting, but shooting somebody, that's total insecure. Yo, did you see that shit on I think it came from maybe Facebook. It might have been Instagram Live, but nigga was beating this girl on live.
Nah,
like, you can see anything. Like, so it was a dude. I saw it on one of the blogs, Shane Room or something like that. And allegedly,
Shane Room is a piece of shit. They post mad fuck shit.
Yeah, they post a lot of shit.
Fuck shit.
Yeah. Their blog. That's what they do.
Baller Alert is more. They got more of a. What they post is. I like Baller Alert a little bit better. Shade Room is some bullshit.
I don't really have no preferences. They all bullshit to me. Only thing I don't like about Ball Alert, they be wanting you to click a link all the time, and that's not what I'm about to do. If I can't get it right here on this platform, I'm not going nowhere else to read it. Unless I'm doing research for this fucking show. Other than that, I'm not clicking on no links. But his girl was, I guess on her live or something, and some nigga was flirting with her, and he was like, oh, this the bitch you want? And like, he just punching this bitch in the face. I was like, you know how much of a fucking savage you are to beat your woman in front of the world and don't give a fuck? I can only imagine what a nigga do when ain't nobody around. Like, listen, I understand battered wife syndrome is a whole thing, but you don't need that nigga. And I'm talking to anybody who needs this message. Should nobody be putting their hands on you? Niggas too. If your girl always want to put her hands on you and she can't articulate herself in a way and express her anger in a way without putting her hands on you, that's wrong too.
Right.
Don't stay with nobody who is so frustrated and can't express themselves to the fact that the only way they can express themselves is with their hands. Like, y'all don't need that. Don't nobody need that. I would never understand it, but I've never been in it. And I will probably never be in it. Cause I will probably be in jail before I let somebody beat my ass.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will be in jail before I let somebody just beat my ass. And all it takes is that one time. If a motherfucker gonna hit you one time, they gonna hit you again. Period.
That's a fact.
Period. So when y'all see all these domestic abuse things come out, that's the first time y'all hearing about it. That ain't the first time that shit to happen. That shit been going on. So, you know, to all my ladies and my fellas out there, like, love yourself. Love yourself is all I'm gonna say. Moving on. I wanted to talk about this because I really feel like, B, you could probably add a little bit more flavor onto this because it does deal with, Professor Griff and the Nation of Islam and all of that. So you remember last week or the week before last, we didn't record last week. That's why we're talking about it now. So y'all might know that Nick Cannon was fired from Viacom, which hosts is the home of Wildin' Out. Viacom basically owns everything almost. But you know that Nick is also the president of, or vice president or something like that, of Nick Jr. That's a Viacom. Like, he's lost everything that goes with Viacom because he made anti-Semitic comments on his podcast, Cannon's Class. And, you know, I didn't quite understand what was so wrong, but I'm not Jewish. So that may be why I don't understand exactly what went on. And one of the things that he was saying is that Black people can't be anti-Semitic because we are the Semitic people. He talked about it being our birthright and that we are the true Hebrews. He made references to like conspiracy theories and Jewish power. And, he said something like going as deep as the Rothschilds and central banking and the 13 families of that bloodline. And they basically control everything. He also said that, we give too much power to they, and they turn into the, Illuminati and, you know, all of those things. So Viacom released a statement and they said that, you know, we are deeply troubled that Nick Cannon failed to acknowledge and apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism. And we are terminating our relationship with him. And Nick Cannon has since apologized, and everything. He's also requested, all his rights to Wildin' Out that's been on for like fucking 15 seasons or something like that. Something crazy, well over 10 years and like 15 seasons. I'm a little bit confused because of course, again, I'm not Jewish. I didn't see what he said that was like so outrageous. Like,
well, I mean, it was all the truth. I mean, well, not all of it. It's majority of it was truthful. If you look up Semite is basically like, it's basically like the original people of like the Arab nations, like Palestine and Israel and shit. So Black people were there. I mean, so he's, in fact, Hebrews, there was black Hebrews, which is the Israelites and all that other shit. It's a lot of it, information. So do the research yourself. I'm not going to bore you with all that shit, but basically from what I've heard from the Jewish community and things that I've heard specifically discussed, I think it was the comments, the commentary more so that was, spoken about, like, secret banks and this and that, which essentially is what started World War II and what the Germans and the Nazis ran off on, and how they, tried to exterminate the Jewish people. So that's like, that rhetoric was basically the same sentiments and echoed, and thoughts that were echoed to ignite the World War II and give, Adolf all his power and shit. And that's the vitriol that he was, speaking that got, folks riled up and whatnot. But, so it's not true, but it is true. Like, the Rothschilds do own that shit.
Yeah.
And that's the reality.
That's why I'm just like, but all that shit seems true.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's true.
Jewish people run the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, I mean,
so did you insult Jewish people? Or, because I run shit, I'm just not going to let you sit here and say this, even if it is not offensive. Like, you basically offending your political connects.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, you are, like, Jewish people. It was the Jewish guy. I was listening to Brilliant Idiots, and Chris Morrow, he's Jewish, and he was basically speaking to it or whatever, and that's kind of
loudspeakers, right?
Yeah, he was basically saying, the reason that it was inflammatory and the reason that people took offense to it. He said, I'm not necessarily offended by it. It's just, he was like, but what people really take offense to is the fact that it's the same, like, it's like fear mongering, and you're like, it's like a dog whistle, or not even a dog whistle. It's just like whistling, saying that, like, Jews are this and Jews are that and Jews are that, which makes people like, oh, their ears tune and like, oh shit, these motherfuckers is. And that's the same way that, people were in concentration camps and, and things like that one thing led to another, so to speak. So,
I get that kind of in essence, right? Like, I get what he's saying. However, you're talking about an oppressed person,
I mean,
as
I
far
get
as his race,
for sure.
Talking about the most powerful people in the world. What's about to happen to you in 2020 when somebody say some shit like that?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't about to be put in no concentration camp in 2020. Like, again, I get it if you're offended in general. But I just feel like it's so interesting how fast they got this man up out of here.
Oh, yeah.
When other motherfuckers say all this shit, you still got motherfucking, what's my man name? And not my man, I don't even want to say it like that. Passion of the Christ nigga.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of niggas, man.
Shit. It's a bunch of them. They still out here working fine, doing everything. They say offensive shit all the time. And they still out here working. I think that's the part that pissed me off the most.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got him out of here quick as fuck. Now, again, it's your political connect. So you have to tread lightly when you are, I guess, essentially talking about your bosses, I guess. But I definitely felt the way, because I'm like, y'all are marginalized people or oppressed in fucking 2020. Yes, y'all had a Holocaust, not downplaying that. That was a fucked up event that happened. But do y'all are so fucking powerful now. A Holocaust is not about to happen to y'all in 2020. The Holocaust is happening right now to black people getting fucking murdered in the streets. The Holocaust is happening right now while you got Mexican kids in cages.
Yep. Like,
that's what's going on our end. Y'all had y'all struggle. It was unfortunately, and y'all are better people for it. And y'all are, as a group, some of the richest people in the world. Like, we talk about the Rothschilds and all of those, but it's just like Nick Cannon is really a small fry in comparison.
Yeah.
And y'all got him out of here super duper ASAP.
Facts.
Super duper ASAP. I think Nick Cannon may have been getting a little bit too big for the space. You know, because Nick Cannon is kind of like Snoop Dogg. Like, you see that nigga everywhere.
Yeah, Nick's a great. Nick's a beast.
Like, Nick is everywhere. Nick has his hands in everything. You just see him on TV like he's hosting what? Okay, now he doing what? Like, Nick got jobs. Like,
Nick a beast.
Nick Cannon and fucking Snoop Dogg got jobs. Like, them niggas got jobs. I think that, I think somebody said it, and I agree, that Snoop Dogg may be the most famous rapper in the world.
Yeah, I said that mad time.
He's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nick Cannon was like that guy too. Like, he was everywhere. He'd be paired up in the most odd things and hosting shit and, you know, just has his hands in everything. But, you know, I feel like he can't win. He apologized. If a white man would have apologized, he would have had his job back the next day. So kind of sucks. So Nick Cannon being fired from Viacom for anti-Semitic statements is little shit.
Bullshit.
It should. Get back up. This dude has pretty much been canceled, but I just have one question really about the whole situation. He's been canceled on his show when I say canceled, because we try not to talk about this nigga, like, at all. Y'all already know, like, the antics of Kanye West. Y'all know about him in South Carolina. Y'all know about him and the Harriet Tubman statement. Y'all know about him and all his crazy, tweets he's been posting and all of these things, and talking about Kris Jenner as a Klansman, and, you know, talking about he can run and he can beat Biden, which I want y'all ears to stay perked up on that. He didn't say I can beat Trump. He said I can beat Biden, which lets you know this nigga is just trying to split the vote for real. But he didn't even get like 3,000 write-ins or something. Like, this nigga done. My only question in relation to Kanye West, and it's because somebody else brought it up, and I was like, you're absolutely fucking right. They said Kanye West knows exactly what the fuck he doing, because he only act like this when he got an album coming out. And he need to promote it. Do you agree with that? He has an album coming out called Donda, which was supposed to come out last week.
He do that shit all the time.
It didn't matter. I ain't listen.
He do that shit all the time. That nigga is very calculated, and like, his music sucks now, so like, he's really super like just grasping at straws. Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's true. He did do this last time his album was about to drop. Like, this the shit he does when his album is about to drop. So like, it's fucking marketing. I haven't listened to Kanye West since I think I gave, The Life of Pablo. That was the last Kanye West album that I listened to, and I absolutely fucking love that album. I haven't listened to it in a while, but like, all them other albums is like super trash. I don't even see him with the slavery dressed Sunday service people. Maybe because of Corona, he don't be having them together like that.
Right.
But Kanye West playing crazy is little shit.
Fuck Kanye.
Fuck Kanye! You ready to give out some advice, my guy?
Yeah.
All right. We about to go into Ain't Shit in 2 Cents. Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listener letter segment, where we give advice to listeners who clearly don't care about taking advice from people who smoke in the car and drink a bunch of fucking cider. And today's letter comes from, I think, Rochelle. I don't think this is Rachel. Rochelle J. And if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. She starts it off with some niceties, and she says she loves the show. And she would like some of this top-notch copay-free advice with a LOL. Don't laugh, because we do give top-notch advice. But here is her letter. She says, my husband has always been the type of dude who was very comfortable with himself. He says whatever is on his mind. He does not care what people think of him. That is part of his charm and charisma and what made me fall in love with him. He's an extreme extrovert, which complements my introvert ways. I have never wanted my husband to be anyone but himself until now. Our 3-year-old son truly adores his daddy and wants to be just like him. He has even picked up My husband's love of profanity and listening to very derogatory music. I've had to tell my son you can't say certain words, but of course he is 3. He does not understand. I correct him as needed until I come home one day and his dad is in the kitchen fixing him a snack while listening to Future. And I hear my 3-year-old say, I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. I lost my whole mind in that kitchen. I told my husband that he has to stop listening to this type of music in front of our son and slow down on the cursing in general. Of course, this turned into a huge argument. He says I'm overreacting and he's just a kid. He doesn't know what he's saying. And that's exactly my point why we should not expose him to these things, because he will unknowingly mimic it. I don't find it cute or amusing and I'm fed up. Am I overreacting? How do I get him to understand that the things we do today impacts our son tomorrow? And that is from Rochelle.
That's a good question. That's a very fine line. It's very difficult to, as a parent, as a real dude, you know what I'm saying? You want to kind of give him the game, but not too much. It's very difficult. It's a very tight rope to walk. Cause I personally I don't like listening to all that. I don't play the City Girls with my little girl. I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's 7. I'll, some of the Meg Thee Stallion I'll let rock, but not really. Yeah. I don't really do none of that shit. Even though, we mainly when I'm in the car with them, we mainly just listen to R&B. Yeah. R&B and rap. You know what I'm saying? The radio rap, but it depends on what song the rap is. You know what I'm saying? If it's just something generic, but if it's sucking dick and all that shit, I'm cool. Yeah. I cuss around my kids, but I don't cuss at them. One, I don't only time I don't be fuck, shit, bitch, goddamn. I know some of my homeboys do. It's weird because when my kids go around, I'm you know what I'm saying? I cuss around my kids, but not I don't cuss crazy. You know what I'm saying? And my wife don't cuss around them at all. She doesn't cuss around them at not one bit. She probably never said a curse word, even when she mad as fuck, in front of the kids or whatever. But I do because one, they're going to hear it. But
she be Farfik Nugan. Do she say another word or she just don't come out at all?
Nah, it just don't come out. But I say shit, ass, damn, sometimes fuck, you know what I'm saying? The standards, but not goddamn motherfucker shit, goddamn, it's not like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm just incredibly hot, but otherwise, I try to get away from them because I don't want them, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit. I know it's gonna, other people say it and do it or whatever, but, I don't want them to grow up, doing that shit. But at the same time, I introduce it, I cuss and, say certain things when I talk to my peoples and shit. Just in natural conversation, I'm a cusser by trade. And, so, it's just a fine line, but I try to be conscious of it, you know what I'm saying, and not go crazy. But at the same time, I still want them to hear it and know that their daddy says it. But I tell them it's an adult word. You can't say it. Mm-hmm. And cause Dream, especially my little girl, she be ooh, I can hear you, right? And I'm yeah. I'm but I'm an adult, so you can't say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, she just look at me crazy or whatever. But it's just the reality of it. But I catch my kids now, Night'll say, he'll be playing the game and be shit. What'd you say? He's shit. He doesn't even register that it's not a bad word. He's just, it's weird. It's my fucking kids are crazy. But, yeah, it's just a tough line to walk, unfortunately, cause you want to, incorporate, but I feel you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of, feed them with a long handle spoon. You can't give them all that shit. But it's a lot of niggas like that, man. Niggas be smoking with their kids and all type of shit around. So.
Yeah, I'm not really with my nieces and nephew and when I'm just around other people's children, I kind of run that line that you run. I don't mind playing some stuff, but if we doing a lot of cussing, fucking, pussy ass, bitch ass, nigga, I'll shoot you, kill you, all that shit. Nah, I'm not playing that. And see, my brother, he plays that type of stuff and it makes me cringe. Not that I don't listen to that type of music, right, but it's just these kids in here and he playing the most gutter shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just yo, bro, this kid, he like, man, they gonna hear this stuff anyway. And I'm like, but they shouldn't hear it from you. Like, you should be teaching them, like the right from wrong, because listen, I understand, like we all started cursing when we wasn't like around our parents and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We all took a drink, you know what I mean, when we wasn't around our parents and shit like that. But it still goes into, you had enough sense about you to know that was wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And going back to the bad kid, sneaky kid situation, which one would you rather have? I always say sneaky kid, because at least you smart enough not to get in trouble. Yeah. A bad kid just don't give a fuck. Now y'all both stressed out and he gonna still not give a fuck. With the sneaky kid, they know right from wrong and they gonna know loopholes, because certain shit that people gonna do anyway. Your kids gonna do it anyway, but they ain't gotta get it from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like parents who smoking with their 15-year-olds, like the fuck? Yeah, no. Yes, cool. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like, oh, well, he gonna smoke anyway. He gonna, whatever. But if you condone it, it makes it different. Now, I ain't talking about, your grown child, or, your child is of an age at least 18, you know what I'm saying, where they're moving into like their adulthood and you can do certain shit like that. But a lot of these parents, in my opinion, who doing that type of thing, I see the results of that, right? So like one of my nieces, it's called cussing, the other day. And I asked my brother about it. And my brother's reaction was, yeah, she said it, but it's probably because my other niece called her one. Nigga, that's not the right justification right there. Like, neither one of these kids be saying this. But as the aunt and not the parent, or as the friend, most of my friends, I ain't gonna even lie, like for real, most of my friends are pretty strict on their kids. And like in a good way, not like in a controlling fucking way, but they got a pretty good handle on their kids. But like certain like family members and shit like that, I'd be like, bruh, like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm the aunt, I'm the cousin. I can't tell you how to raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as the aunt, I'm looped into how they turn out. Mm-hmm. Cause when some shit go left, who you gonna call? The family. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now, because you choose to have fucking city girls and motherfucking all types of shit. Oh, I don't even just want to say city girls. But yeah, I mean, like all types of crazy shit on when they talking about crazy shit. Now the kids getting in trouble and they think this is the lifestyle, because music is such a powerful thing. Mm-hmm. Music can be motivating. Music, and it can motivate you in the wrong direction. Sure. You know what I'm saying? You have to also be intelligent when you listen to music. And right now, this child is just a sponge. And he's taking all of that in. And he don't know the difference between, 30-year-old daddy and 3-year-old me. Like, this is what's popping. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like it's easy to say when you're not a parent, and it's easier to say when you not dealing with having to discipline and train and mold 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just like, listen, that ain't the hill I want to die on. Right. But as this being your husband, y'all both got equal skin in the game. And I think it's not that hard for you, bruh, to not listen to, I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops around your 3-year-old. All right. You know what I'm saying? That ain't hard. That ain't you giving up who you are. That's you being a fucking parent. And that's what the fuck you signed up for. Right. So, my personal advice is I agree with you. I think you said what we do today impacts tomorrow instead of we just thinking about today. So I agree with you. And I feel like you really got to sit your husband down and have a serious conversation, not an argument, but y'all just really talk it out. And if he can really figure out a valid reason that is okay, maybe y'all need to think about y'all differences in a different way. Cause I personally don't see how as a parent, you just nah, this is what I'm going to do, even though you see the impacts that it's having on your child and you see the impacts that it's having on your marriage. So what is, you kind of gave what you do be, but what is like your advice for like the husband and being a man and you know, kind of,
I mean, just know it ain't about you though. You know what I'm saying? Like bigger than you, bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? Get greater later. So you want to, you know, instill some good shit. Like I don't really, like I said, I mean, everybody raise their kids their own way, and motherfuckers get sensitive when you tell them how to do. Cause you know, some shit that I do, motherfuckers may not feel that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you just try to, you know, do the best you can by them and have them accurate representation. I don't, you know, want my kid, my 3-year-old, 4-year-old be fucking cussing and shit like that, but that's me. Some motherfucker might think that shit cute. I don't. So, just, you know, take a look at it and listen to your old lady and shit and, you know, see if that shit is, you know, think about it and see if you think that shit popping, and hopefully it's not. So that's all I can tell you, I guess.
Because there's a difference between somebody telling you how to raise your kids and your wife having a problem with the way y'all raise y'all kids. So I totally feel that. Hey, Cheryl, hit us back, man. Let us know. Let us know what happened. I hope homeboy listened to you, because, you know, kids got a long time to be adults. I've been doing it for a long time now. It sucks here, bro. Like, a lot comes with that. So, like, keep their innocence. That's just my thing. Keep their innocence for as long as you can, man. Just try your best. You ready to wrap this thing up with some free smoke? Free smoke?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Free smoke is where we talk about any hot button issue. Topic, politics to petty. Y'all know how we do. So I wanted to talk today about moral dilemmas. We kind of talked about something similar last recording when we talked about what would you do. These are some other more moral dilemmas that has popped up. So B, you know that Lou Williams from the LA Clippers left the NBA bubble and went to Magic City. He says he went there for wings. He had a family or a friend who passed. That's where he was earlier. Pay his respects.
And that friend that died was a real one. Like, he was, if you look up the dude, Mr. Williams, I forgot his first name, but if you look up that dude, like, he's being buried next to John Lewis. Like, he's like that. Like, he's not like a senator, but he's like a made man. Like, he got like super businesses and all type of shit. Like, the dude is fucking super lit. Like, I had no idea. Like, this nigga owns, like, he was the first Pizza Hut owner or some shit and got like 50 or 60 across the country or some shit like that. And
that's dope. Where was he from?
Either Tennessee or Atlanta. I don't know if he one or the other. I forgot his name though.
So where things went left is because rapper Jack Harlow, who had one of my favorite songs Until They Played It Out, was popping. Jack Harlow took a picture and posted it of him and Lou in Magic City. And when everything went left, Jack Harlow tried to cover it and kind of say it was old and like all this shit, just tried to, you know, kind of cover for, you know, kind of putting the niggas out there, not knowing he was dry snitching. My moral dilemma is, when is the last time, do you lie for friends? And when was the last time you lied for a friend? You ain't gotta tell us what friend it was, but when the last time you lied for a friend?
No, I don't think so. I ain't really lied for no friends in a long time. I mean, that shit was mad long ago, but all my friends pretty much just be chilling. So, no, I ain't really had to lie for no friends. I mean, niggas probably use me and I don't know about it. I'm pretty sure that's probably more so the case. And like, if push comes to shove, they'll let me know. But you know, niggas told me that they used me for, you know, alibis and shit. But, that was some time ago. And, you know, like I said, I didn't even know until, you know, after the fact. So, yeah, I don't really have to lie for niggas though.
I don't have to. Look, I'm about to lie now. As a whole, I don't really have to lie for niggas no more. You know what I mean? Like, we all get to the point where like, we are who we are, mind your fucking business. And if they ain't told you where they at, then they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't really give a fuck.
I don't want to be in your shit.
But I always laugh, cause you know, I have had to lie for plenty of friends, plenty of times, in my life. But I remember this one time when, I was, one of my friends' girlfriends was super cool. Like, we were cool too. So it was almost like the three of us were like friends and shit. However, we were out and she came up to me and we were just sitting there like talking like real da-da-da-da. And this is just how women move. They hit before you even know like really what's going on. So we talking like regular. And she like, so did you like the movie? And I'm like, what movie? She's talking about the movie y'all went to go see the other night. I had to scramble real quick in my brain. And I was just like, oh, it was good. It was cool. And then I like changed the subject real quick and started talking about some other shit. So then I went to my homie later. It's like, bruh, we went to the movies? And they like, oh shit, yeah. So this what happened. They was out doing some shit they weren't supposed to do. And I was just like, yo, if you gonna put me in the lie, you gotta let me know I'm in the lie, my nigga.
Right.
Like, you gotta let me know, like, we in the fucking lie. Like, am I in the lie? You need to text me or call me and say, this is what I've said. And for real, it just really depends on, like, how cool I am with the person that you with. Like, some people, I ain't in it. Don't put me in it. Cause I don't, but some of these motherfuckers, I don't care. Like, all right, tell me, I'll lie for you.
Right.
It really don't matter. But like, the rule is like, just put me in on the lie. Let me know that I'm in the lie. It's like, oh, like, my bad. Then I think they kind of took that as a, oh, I can make you my lie. No, nigga, I was just saying, like, now wait, we together this time too? Nah, now you going out of bounds. Like, you're doing this shit way too much. Nah, I'm cool, but I done definitely had to lie for people. But I thought that, you know, Jack Harlow tried, man. He tried. Have you ever had a friend lie for you in your single days or in your relationship days where you were not married?
Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Well, I definitely had. Hell yeah. Every nigga has. For sure.
You know what? I have never really, like, I'm kind of I do my dirt all by my lonely type person. Because I don't like people having anything to hold over me. Like, I don't like that. So most of the time, if I've lied, I've fashioned my lie where it's not anybody that you would be able to call to verify that.
Yeah, I don't use mad alibis after the fact. Hell yeah, all type of crazy shit.
Listen, if you're going to lie, let me tell everybody something. If you're going to lie, when you decide to make up that lie, you need to make sure you got your backstory created right then. Do not try to create your backstory on the spot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some of y'all ain't creative. Some of y'all just got body twitches and shit that tell your whole story. And especially because women lie better than men. Like, niggas, your girl know all your facial expressions, my nigga.
That's a fact.
Like, your girl knows when you lie, when you telling the truth, when you're having a good day, when you're going through something, but you don't want to talk about it. She know everything about you. She has studied
I definitely
you.
do.
So, like, if you're gonna lie, have your shit together. Practice in the mirror like Issa Rae. Do something. Yeah, and then if you got the real crafty ones, shout out to Leo season. If you got the real crafty ones, they know how to interrogate you, and you not even know you being interrogated.
Yeah.
So
I've been a party to all those.
You like, I've had all of that happen. Yeah, so are you like the gaslighter where you try to make the bitch feel like she crazy? Or are you the, I ain't talking about this, walk away nigga?
Combo. Depends on what it depends on what the fuck the shit is. Sometimes I might turn up with you and sometimes I just might dip. Try to throw like a tantrum and walk off.
Have you ever just confessed? Like off bucks when you first got caught?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I've confessed, but then like what she saw was like shit. Well, I was saying I won't doing shit, but it was weird. But I don't want to talk about it because that shit might stir up some shit in my house, and I feel like dealing with it. But yeah, hell yeah.
You like hell yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Jack Harlow, man. So a guy was on social, went viral because he said if he marries a woman, she got to have his last name, no hyphens, no deal. Have you ever had that discussion? Would that have been a moral dilemma for you?
I had a discussion. I got married.
Right, but was it ever a discussion? It might have just always been known that she was going to take your name.
I mean, she already knew that. She won't. That was an unsaid thing. I won't with none of that.
Yeah. So you wouldn't allow a hyphen either?
Nah.
Yeah?
Mm-mm.
Oh. So if she was like that, do you think that you would compromise?
Probably
or you
not.
Just like, no?
Probably. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Cause it never dawned on me at all. Like that shit was just kind of, this has happened. This is what happened. We get engaged and then you take my name. So, I was pretty firm on that. So I guess, things are subject to change and discussion, but at this point, no, obviously. So.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. I think you are able to set your standards however you may feel. If your name and somebody having your name is that important to you, regardless of how great that person may be, hey, that's your loss. I just know, regardless of what, I would never change my last name. I think it's absurd if you force. Now, I'm not saying if you want your husband's last name, I think that's totally fine. I think everything. But for you to try to force somebody to change who they are, that they've been all their life. And I just feel like everything has evolved and everything is different. Marriage was a property thing. Marriage was a possession thing. That's why you took your husband's last name, because you were now property of that man. That's how marriage started. And that was just a tradition that was passed down. And some people enjoy that and has brought a lot of love and positivity around it. And I think that is awesome. But I also think it's a respect factor there. If I don't want to become somebody new every time I fall in love, why I gotta be Sean Miller, then fucking Sean Johnson, and then fucking Sean Alfredo? Like, what the fuck? Like, so I gotta become a different person every time. Not only that, it might be 2 or 3 fucking bitches out here that you to marry, and we all walk around with the same name because we look like your property. Hell no.
I mean, you can change your name back.
But why I gotta keep changing who I am? That's it. Why do I have to change my shit back? Why I gotta be somebody else and then I get to be back to me? Like, it's okay. We can love each other and embrace each other and do all those things and still be married. That don't make me different. That don't make, that don't make me different. And if it's really like that, shit, let's get each other shit.
Yeah, I used to work with this girl. She had, her and her husband had the same, last name and shit. Like, they had conjoined last names. He took her last name. She took it. Shit was weird as fuck.
I think that is dope. Why shouldn't my family live on? This ain't no fucking patriarchy like it used to be. Like, why my family name live on and your family name live on and our kids have this hyphenated name as well. Like, I feel like that is compromise. And I think, if a lot of these guys want these new age women, but they don't want women with a new age frame of mind. So, you gotta decide what hill that you want to, die on. But, I might throw a hyphen out there if Jesus feels as though that's my path to be married to anyone. But you know, I might throw a hyphen out there, but I really don't see it. I really don't see it. I really don't get into many things that make me a possession of anyone. But again, I do feel like it's choices. So I'm not looking down on anyone who, you know, got married and decide that that's what they want to do or feel like that's what they want to do. I feel like my whole message is always do whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody force you into what you want to do. And it's a blessing and it's beautiful when people are on the same page, like B and his wife. He said it wasn't even a discussion. He already knows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that is dope. But, you know, I think it'll be crazy because it is. I've seen a lot of relationships break up because a guy wouldn't marry a woman and she didn't want to give the child his last name. I've seen a lot of shit go like.
Yeah, nah. That'll be a no-go for me too.
Yeah. Yeah, so lesson. be very sure about who you procreate with.
Sure.
Another moral dilemma, and I want to hear this from you, Mom. There was a social media couple who got into it on fucking social media. And I don't know if it was a play, if it was, a skit, or if it was real or whatever, but it prompted this whole debate about, the guy pulls up, his mom is in the front seat. Mom tells the wife to get in the back seat. She says she's the wife. This is my husband. This is my car. I should be in the front seat. And so it sparked this whole debate about who gets the front seat. Who gets the front seat, B?
If my mom's already in the car, you get in the back. And if my wife is in the front, you just get in the back. Like, so
it's whoever calls shots.
Yeah, it's like whoever's there. Like, what? I mean, just like, I don't know. We do that shit all the time. So like, whoever want to sit in the back, like, it's like not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? People make shit to be so stupid. Like, I don't know, man.
But you know what? I think, I think it is some mothers and daughters or mothers and daughter-in-laws who just don't, especially with their boys. Like, it don't even really be about the seat. It be about the power and who has more control over this man, me or you. You know what I'm saying?
The woman fucking like has more control.
Huh?
The woman who is giving that man pussy has the most control.
I don't know, B. I know a lot of mama's boys.
So I'm a mama's boy.
I don't know who should win in this. I really don't.
It's a tough dilemma to be put in, but at the end of the day, you're going home with your old lady. So, like, unless y'all breaking up.
That's your mama. You know what I mean? You put your mom. I just feel like as my significant other, like, you should just respect my mama as an elder and let her be in the front seat.
But ain't nothing wrong. Like, it depends if you got a fucked up ass car. Like, the backseat ain't bad. Like, the backseat ain't a bad spot. Like, unless you just got a piece of shit car.
The backseat ain't a bad spot.
Like, people get chauffeured. So I don't, my mom don't drive. So whenever we go somewhere, it's always her. And a lot of the time she's with my wife. And either my wife will say, Ms. Al, you can sit in the front. Or my mom will be like, oh no, I'm good. I'll just sit in the back. So it's never really an issue. So.
Yeah, I like I said, I would just sit in the back. Like, it wouldn't be a problem for me because just off of
my mom be wanting to sit in the back,
elder type thing.
Like, she don't mind. Like, she don't
my
care.
mom don't mind sitting in the back either.
It's not that
if
serious.
I'm in a car with anybody, my mom would be like, "Oh, you can get in front, I get in the back." Like, I get in the back. Like, it's not
serious at all, bro. People make shit out to be so serious.
Hey, people be having real beefs over territories, bro.
Shit's stupid.
Real territorial beefs. Y'all both got him in different ways. Calm down. This nigga ain't going nowhere. Your son ain't going nowhere. Your husband ain't going nowhere. Like, everybody just...
Especially if neither one of y'all get in the car. Definitely ain't going nowhere.
They outside fighting outside the car. Mary Trump. So, Mary Trump got this book.
Who's
Too
that?
Much Is Never Enough. So it's Donald Trump's niece.
Oh.
And she has a book out. I'm surprised you ain't seen this everywhere. And it's called Too Much Is Never Enough. How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man. And it's basically a tell-all book about how fucking horribly disgusting Donald Trump is. I even saw her interview with George Stephanopoulos, and she is a therapist. And she speaks very, how therapists speak, very calm and succinct. And like, she was reading that nigga like to filth in the most calm voice ever. And nothing she said shocked me at all. Nothing she said shocked me. Like, what? That nigga, what? You wild boy. No, nothing she said shocked me. He's a fucking monster. I also was watching The Chi. And did you watch that latest episode of The Chi?
I did.
And Perry's mother went against him in the video for Lena Waithe's character, the other political candidate. And she was in there going against her son. The moral dilemma is, would you ever go against your family member?
Nah. Well, not my child for sure. I'm always riding with my child. Like, if they do something wrong.
What if your child was Trump?
I mean, still my child. Like, I'm not going to denounce him publicly. I'm still going to support my child. Like, I'm not going to, I tell him, like, nigga, you get your shit together. Like, fuck, I'm not finna do no fucking campaign and shit. Like, no sponsored ad against my child. Like, nah. Can't do no shit like that. I'm not publicly denouncing my kid. Like, we get home, we get in the car, we gonna talk about that shit. But, nah, I'm not, like, arbitrarily just going on a news outlet and talking down on my child. But if he does some fucked up shit, I'm still show love and support, you know what I'm saying, and wish the best for him and, whatever.
So, I'm literally talking about, if Knight was Donald Trump, just your son,
yeah, nah, I'm not going to get
everything that Donald Trump has done. I'm
not getting on the news to talk about my son. Like, y'all can kiss my ass. It's my child. Like, I'll talk to him specifically about it, but I'm not going to be like, Donald, you need to, I'm not going to be on CNN like, yeah, my son is the worst person in the world. Nah, I'm not finna do that. Like, y'all can kiss my ass. Like, I'll talk to my son and I'll try to get him changed, but clearly, him doing that in the public ain't going to help shit. It's just going to be a fucking media circus even more. And then he's just going to get defensive and do some more weirdo shit. Like, that shit ain't going to do nothing.
Well, I would, if anybody in my family was Donald Trump, if I felt like anybody in my family could do harm in the ways that I feel like a Donald Trump has done, or I don't know as far as The Chi, what Perry's goal is. I don't know if he's trying to flood the street with a dope, whatever. So because I don't know his particular master plan that's going on, I know his mom is like a con artist, so I wouldn't do no shit like that. However, if you are a person that I deem evil, I don't give a fuck where you came from. I don't give a fuck how we're tied. I don't give a fuck. If you are a person that causes harm and evil, I cannot stand with it. And just like with anybody else, I could not live with myself if I just sat back complacent and let that go on and still be tied to something as vile. So I'm totally cool with.
So you going on CNN and doing all that shit?
If let's keep it a buck. If Donald Trump is my son, Donald Trump is ruining the fucking world. If my voice is going to help a couple of y'all not vote for my son, who is a fucking evil individual, 100%. If I can get people to change their vote for a nigga like that, yes. If my vote could help somebody not get hurt, my voice could help somebody not get hurt, 100%. I do not support evil. I do not support any individuals hurting other people. I don't support that. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Once you do things like that, where you knowingly hurt people in a way that I feel is beyond what I like, I can't fuck with it at all. So I don't know. These people have these, serial killer sons and motherfuckers going around hurting people, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like they either like, nah, we need to get him. He been fucking killing puppies since he was 6. Or they just like, no, like, you know, my son just wouldn't do nothing like that, even though we got him on tape doing some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I get it as a parent. You played a part in that. Somebody just don't become evil by themselves.
No, that's not true. There's motherfuckers who are just fucked up. Like, it's people that have great parents and just fucked up. Like, it's just the reality of it. Like, motherfuckers had great childhoods and shit like that. Motherfuckers it's just some crazy motherfuckers out here. That's just the reality of it.
It is crazy people out here. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, when I'm listening to all this shit, like, it's because the motherfucker was crazy and they had too much. So, and their parents didn't want to rock the boat. So they, you know, let them get away with little things because they know that person got a problem. That's part of parenting too. You're not trying to shape an evil motherfucker, but you didn't put the fucking restraints that needed to be in place to kind of show them that they can't just do what they want to do and it not be consequences. And parents who fucking see like things early and it's a red flag, it's their child, but they don't want to do nothing about it. Now the motherfucker big and strong and ain't nothing you can do about it. Now they really wreaking havoc. You can't 5150 them. You know what I mean? You can't lock them up unless they actually in the act of hurting themselves or somebody else. Trust me, I done looked into some of this stuff for personal reasons. And it's hard once you get to that stage. Somebody grown now, like, ain't nothing that you can do about it, but everything plays a part. And when you hear a lot of these people's stories who got like fucked up stories, 99% of them about to point to a point in time in their childhood. And it doesn't mean that they have, you know, fucked up parents. It just means something happened then that it could have been a parent wasn't aware of it. Parent was just working too hard. A parent just gave them too much because maybe they was overcompensating for something. And then it is some people who just have fucked up parents. Right. So, you know, some all that I couldn't stand by nothing I deemed to be evil or hurt people, especially the innocent children and shit like that. Like, I feel very, very passionate about that. And there is nothing, like, I'm not that black person that's like, oh, that's just Uncle Robert. I'm not built like that. It makes me sick. It makes me sick to hear, you know, people that I know being discarded because they're male and they're gay and they want to dress like a woman and they not invited to none of the family shit, or when they come to the family shit, you know, they treating them bad. However, they sitting there at the table eating motherfucking ribs with the nigga who molested him for 4 years. Like, how? We can't be like that. And that's a black people thing. Like, white people will disown your ass quick as a bitch. Like, that's why we be like, oh, do white people have cousins? Have you ever heard a white person say my cousin? Like, they will cut your ass the fuck off. But you know, we're just conditioned to kind of love through everything. And I don't think I have that, you know, in me when it comes to certain shit like that. So your vote is never.
No, I'm not going to publicly fucking do that. That's just me though.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, your opinions. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's, you know, that's cool. What would you do when the shit go down though? Like, what if your pep talk can't help and the problem hurts you too, i.e. a Trump situation?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think me getting on public TV denouncing whatever is going to make a huge difference. So, I mean,
got you.
I don't know. I'm not like the public figure. I do a podcast, but I could not do a podcast and be fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like all in like for all that shit. Like, I'm pretty private for the most part. So I handle shit in-house if I can. And if I can't, then,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to go on CNN or kick it with Don Lemon to talk about some shit. Shit's not me.
Well, holla at me. I can talk. I give my opinions about whatever. But I think that is interesting. I heard her book was good, but I don't want to sit and read about any of the fucking shit that fucking Trump has done that we already know his scumbag ass has done. Oh, Trump said basically he not letting black people move into these suburbs no more with their low income. You hear that today?
I did. I ain't looking into it though. But yeah, I read something about it.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, he be making, like, his announcements just be so crazy. Like, it don't be no lead up. He just be on his fucking student body president shit. And you know what? Free soda for everybody at lunch. And we taking naps at third period. So vote for me. I'll give you whatever you want. Trump is a motherfucking wild boy.
He is.
But I want to thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for reaching out when we don't record. I also heard that, one of the podcasts that I listen to, Crystal and Kid Fury, kind of going through some things right now. Hope they feel better if it's related to their mental health. But make sure y'all follow us, man. Subscribe to the show. Y'all know where we at. We at the ain'tshitshow.com. That's the X where the I would be. And where we at: Twitter, IG, Facebook, all that. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And, we always like to end the show with a quote. And the quote for today is, never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. And until next time, I want y'all to wash your hands, stay black, manifest your destiny, and the marathon continues. We out.
Rip nip.